Y'all, my word of the day is Luke 2:40 through 52. I'll start with verse 40. I'm not going to read every verse. It says, "And the child grew and became strong, filled with wisdom, and the favor of God was upon him." We'll pause right there. This is evidence that Jesus was human. Jesus grew and developed, and he did not have the same wisdom and knowledge when he came out of the womb as he would have when he was on the cross. Now, I'll get into verse 41 and on. Now, his parents went to Jerusalem every year at the feast of the Passover. And when he was 12 years old, they went up according to custom. And when the feast was ended, as they were returning, the boy Jesus stayed behind in Jerusalem. His parents did not know. Pay attention to how Jesus is 12 right here. Verse 46 says, "After 3 days they found him in the temple, sitting among teachers, listening to them and asking them questions." Pause right there. Jesus was the Son of God. He is the Son of God. And he was perfect. Yet he was humble enough to ask other people questions. That's because he knew he had room to grow and develop. With that being said, we should never be afraid to ask questions or have too much pride to ask other people questions, because we definitely are not as wise as Jesus was at 12 years old. All right, verse 47 says, "And all who heard him were amazed at his understanding and his answers. And when his parents saw him, they were astonished. And his mother said to him, 'Son, why have you treated us so? Behold, your father and I have been searching for you in great distress.' And he said to them, 'Why were you looking for me? Did you not know that I must be in my father's house?'" Pause right there. So back then, boys would take on their father's trade. And of course, we know that Matthew 13 tells us that Joseph was a carpenter and Jesus would go on to be a carpenter too. But right here, Jesus is referring to his heavenly Father. He was asking the teachers questions in the temple so that he could train to be the great high priest that we know as the Son of God. All right, verses 51 and 52 say, "And he went down with them and came to Nazareth and was submissive to them. And his mother treasured up all these things in her heart. And Jesus increased in wisdom and in stature and in favor with God and man." Jesus was submissive to his parents, even though he was already more wiser than both of them at age 12. But he just did this because the Father told him to. He was obedient to his heavenly Father. And Jesus continued to grow from age 12, even though he was the wisest 12-year-old to ever live. And what I want you to take from this is Jesus asked questions to the teachers, and we should turn to Jesus to ask him questions and bring our concerns to him. All right, have a great day, y'all. Bye.